Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I am live from the road and I'm trying to make sure that this stuff is working. Let's see. I am on the road. There it is. Right? We're on the road, live from St. Louis. Hello. Can we get an audio? Can see? Can hear? Hello. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Look, I'm in an Airbnb and I'm trying to keep my voice low because this is the back end of a house and I don't want to disturb the owners. But if you can see, I don't know if y'all can see, this is actually like, it's like a bunk bed that I'm staying in. It's so funny. It's like built over the rest of the little space here. It's really efficient use of space, but the the bed is literally like a couple of inches from the ceiling, so I can barely like I can't sit up in bed, but it's super comfortable in this room. It just really it's super clean, and I've been enjoying my stay here in St. Louis. But good to see everyone. Thank you, GB Glazer. Thank you, Slackfish. Thank you, Miss Gab 2020. Thank you for joining us. Hello, James. Hello, Daryl Begaman. Begaman 2. Yeah, adult bunk beds, totally. It's a really interesting loft. I like how they built it. I'm just very fortunate I found it on Airbnb. So, what am I doing here in St. Louis? Glad you asked, Ruel. I'm here for the Stonemaier Design Day. Jamie Stegmaier reached out to me a few months ago and invited me out here, and I took up the opportunity. I had the best time. It was a great event. It's something that Stonemaier is doing for the last like 7 or 8 years, I think. Every year they get together and they look at prototypes, and the focus is on designers who are testing out prototypes at any stage. And I played a few. I think I played a total of four on yesterday on Sunday. The event was the entire day, and it was really well organized. Joe from Stonemaier was the guy who spearheaded it this year, and they had a schedule and they had the designers there, and you could talk to them and play their games, and they taught them, and it was a really well organized. It was like a machine basically. It's like, okay, a certain hour everyone stops, then take a break, and then you go to the next game. They had that throughout the day. I did three in the morning, or the afternoon or morning session. We had a lunch break, and then I did one more after the lunch break. And I had two open slots. I kept it that way because I wasn't sure how burned out I'd be. And I'm glad I kept it open because I was pretty tired. And it was also a good way for me to spend some time with other people who were there. Mainly, of course, Jamie Stegmaier is the first time I met him, and he is just it was really cool to hang out with Jamie and have some conversations. We had a few conversations, and it was really cool for me because not only just to meet him. I mean, I love Stonemaier games, and I think what he does is with his company. I think they do a lot of things right, and it was neat because we talked about games, but just personal stuff as well. Like, I'm not going to share all the stuff we talked about, but it was just really nice to get to know Jamie on a personal level, and as someone that I've admired for a long time, it was really neat to make that connection. I thought it was really cool that Jamie reached out not only to me but a bunch of other content creators as well, because you can tell it's a very local, it's a very St. Louis event. But Jamie made it a point, and with his team, to reach out to to content creators and other people from all parts of the U.S. Like I saw Michael from Seattle, Washington. I'd met with him before. He's the owner and publisher of um, uh, Anarchy Game Studio up in Washington. Michelle and I met him and his son when we were there a few years ago, so it was nice to see him again. I also got to meet Roberto from Sheer Boredom. He is primarily an Instagrammer, and we had shared some screen time together on Tim's old show, Meepleville Cafe, the Wednesday meetup, which was a lot of fun. He was cool. We were talking about golf. He's a golfer. And I also got to spend time with my friend Lydia. Michelle knows Lydia. We met her a couple of years ago at Game School Con, and she's also a teacher. And Michelle and her really bonded over over their teaching careers, and Lydia is local here, so I let her know a while ago, hey, I'm going to be in your town, and got to hang out with her. And I'll talk about that a little more later. I'm going to share some photos with y'all in a minute here. So I just want to thank Jamie and also Alex and Joe from Stonemaier. They're just so welcoming, and they put on a great event. It was about 75 of us at a board game cafe called Pieces here in St. Louis. And yeah, I just had the best time there. Just really, really good people, and I want to shout them out and thank them again. Brainerd Jars in the house. Hello, and I'm keeping my voice down because I don't want to. I'm in an Airbnb, as y'all can see. I've got my bunk bed over here. Um, so the bunk bed's up there. I have to climb up there, and then it's like this the living space. I've got a little chair here. Y'all can see the bathroom, and you know what? I forgot to turn off the mic when I did my little starting soon sign. So I don't know if y'all heard me flush the toilet, but I was on a little bathroom break there. I'm on the road. I don't have my Topo Chico, but the Airbnb owners left LaCroix in the fridge, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. So tonight, LaCroix is muy delicioso. Oh, Nightbot. I got to turn off Nightbot. Nightbot thinks we're playing Altamar Secrets. We're not. We played that the other night with my buddy Daryl. It was fun, but we're not playing that tonight. We're just hanging out. I am on the road in Seattle, folks. I'm talking about my trip here. Got here the other night. Spent some time playing games at Stonemaier Design Day. I got to hang out with Jamie Stegmeyer, just some really wonderful people. So Daryl Andrews in the house. Hello. Board Game Feast. Hello. Thank you for joining me. Good to see y'all here. Daryl says, I just wrote you a message and I thought, oh, maybe it was okay. I will check my Facebook, Daryl. Thank you. And Daryl, I hope you are still going to go to Gen Con. I will see you there in a few days, friend. Arius, fun fact, my Prime sub is unavailable, saying it will be available September 13th. Yeah, I just spent mine too. My Prime sub, I forgot who I spent it on, but mine's not good until October. Rodian, hello, thank you. Good to see you here. Yeah, so I'm also looking forward to meeting Brain and Jar in person. I am so stoked. This Gen Con is going to be a lot of fun. I've gone back and forth so much on Gen Con, and actually this trip too, just because, we're in a pandemic, folks. But thankfully, they are requiring masks at Gen Con, and, I'm going to limit my time on the floor each day. I've got a few commitments. I've got a few meetings every day, but I'm going to really just, I'm going to, as much as a social person as I am, and I'm a hugger by nature, I won't be doing much of that. Actually, I won't be hugging at the event, doing friendly waves only. And also I'm going to limit time, how much social activity I do, just because, I want to limit exposure. I will be masked the entire time. I'm fully vaccinated. I actually took a COVID test before I flew out here to St. Louis the night before. Got a negative result. I'll probably get another one once I get in Indy. We'll see. But yeah, let's stay safe out there, friends. And if you're going to be at Gen Con, hit me up. Either message me on social media or DM me. That's totally cool. Would love to meet people and play some games as well. Brain Jar, so stoked. Yes, Brainard, cannot wait. Rodan says, I don't have money to go to the cons that you guys get. It's just too expensive. Oh, from New Zealand. Yeah, cons aren't expensive. The cons are very expensive. So I can relate to that. I'm very fortunate that I have certain opportunities where I can go out there and not have to pay for all of it or any of it. It just depends on who I'm working with. I do want to shout out Ivy Games and Gen Con TV as well. I've got opportunities with them that we'll be able to offset the cost of my time out there. And just like Stonemaier, they helped me out coming out here to St. Louis. So anyways, how are y'all doing? One thing I forgot to do, I totally want to do it for Gen Con. I want to bring Benny the Bits Bear. I left him at home. So maybe Bruno is like tearing him up right now. I don't know. Michelle, hopefully she's hidden Benny from Bruno. And, is there a raid coming in? Thank you, MMG, man. There is a raid. I thank you, Gen Con TV. That's Brothers Murph. I saw y'all playing Clask right before you came on. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm Ruel Gaviola. This is Tabletop Tonight. I am on the road. I'm live from St. Louis, folks. This is not my home studio. This is an Airbnb. Um, I'm keeping my voice down because I don't want to bother the owners of the home. I have the back room. It's a private entrance, my own private bathroom, but I know I share a wall with the kitchen. So I'm trying to keep my voice loud down. But normally, y'all, I put on the raiding helmet. Here's the raiding helmet right now. Thank you for the raid, Nick and Michael. Hope you're doing well. We're talking about Benny the Bits Bear. If you spend bits on the channel, normally Benny would come out. Hello, friends, but he's not with me. I wanted to bring in the Gen Con. I totally forgot. MMG, man, almost an Indy. Nice. Vault, yeah. Argus, yeah. Bruno's emphasis is on protected. I will be careful. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Slackfish, for the cheer. Yeah. Thank you, Slackfish. This is Benny the Bits Bear. I look like a hand. Ruel's voice is trying to stay low, but you spend bits and I come out of hibernation. Bye. I can't believe I just did that. I don't have Topo Chico. See, I'm totally discombobulated. I don't have Topo Chico. I don't have Benny. Michelle's not here. I mean, I don't know how to stream anymore, but here's LaCroix. This is the beach plum flavor, and I can recommend it. It is good. Yeah, I just want to hang out, chat with y'all, talk about, Benny has an invisibility cloak. That's true. And he's got a disguise. It looks like my hand. I want to talk about Stonemaier Design Day. It was amazing. I'm going to share some photos that I took. So this is going to be the internet version of a old school photo slideshow. So I hope y'all are bored by it. If you are, let's chat in the comments. Send me some comments. Let me know what you think of these photos. I'm going to share some photos right now. Where is it? Add a stream. There it is. Hey, look, photos. Looks like chickens. What are chickens doing? Glad you asked, Ruel. The chickens live under my room. It's this Airbnb in St. Louis. They nicknamed it the Chicken Roost. It's super funny and it's cute. And these chickens, they don't wake me up in the morning. I don't hear them. But during the day, I'll hear them. When I came home earlier today, I heard them. And they're just so funny. Now, so there's the chickens. I don't know their names. There's 4 of them. There was only 3 right there. So this is not a chicken. This is, this part here was a chicken, but this is the first breakfast I had in St. Louis. I found a place called Egg, and it was so good. This is a carnitas plate for breakfast. It was carnitas, corn, chili, tomatillo, some poached eggs. It was excellent. This was a great way to start my vacation or my work vacation. This is the egg. I should have taken a video, but this is like yolk. Oh, gotta love the yolk, folks. So good. If it's a rooster, that's right. Rooster, I would hear it. Yeah. I have 3 chickens, and they tend to yell. Got an egg. Yeah, poached egg on top of the carnitas. It was wonderful. So that's a place called Egg. Here, take a look at it's like a bar / restaurant. So I just sat at the bar and had my breakfast there. This is the outside of where I'm staying. It's got a nice little porch and a little yard, lots of veggies or whatever, vegetation. And there's a little video of the chickens. Oh, it's not playing. I don't know why it's not playing. But hey, anyways, this was Saturday. This is what I was doing Saturday. I woke up. I crashed hard because it was like a day of travel. But then what I did, I met my friend Lydia. She actually picked me up, and I went here. This, folks, I didn't know this. I had no idea that Miniature Market was in St. Louis. And my friend Lydia said, "Oh no, we're like 15 minutes away." I was like, "Oh my gosh." So she took me there. And believe it or not, I did not buy one game. I wanted to so bad, and I would have, but I have limited space, and I have to go to Gen Con first, and I know I'm going to get some games there. So there were some really good deals too, but I had to resist, and I did. But Miniature Market was amazing. It's a huge store. Hey, there's I don't know if Pentry Games in the house. I saw this right there. They actually had this copy on sale. It was one copy on sale for 40% off. The rest there was like the one copy on sale. The rest were retail. Here I am there. And then Lydia and we got to play some games. They have a really pretty pretty decent sized library there. James, yeah, it is big. Miniature market, I loved it. They had a really good game library, and we pulled out some games. And the first one we did, I haven't played this in a couple of years with my friend Daryl Begeman. Uh, what is it called? Majesty for the Realm. So underrated. It's the designer of Splendor. Basically, took Splendor and he wanted to like sort of like riff on Century Spice Road. I like this one better. I think it's so underrated. And shout out to my friend Daryl for teaching this to me. This is such a good game. I don't know why more people didn't get, it got sort of overlooked, I guess. And then Lydia and I also played Parks. I was really excited to play this one because I played Trails a bunch of times with Michelle. We really liked it. Parks is like the bigger brother of Trails, and it's a wonderful game. Killer components. I mean, look at the game trays that came with it. It's just super organized and really easy to learn. It's got a little more in-depth strategy than Trails, but Trails can play in 20 minutes. This took us about 45 minutes to an hour, and we both just learned it that day. So it was pretty easy to pick up. And there's my friend Lydia. Yay, Lydia! Lydia is a teacher here in St. Louis. She teaches, I believe, high school. She does drama, and she uses games in her classroom. And that's how we connected, was through Game School Con. We got to talk with Lydia, got to know her, and just a great human being. And I want to thank her again for taking me to the Mitchell Market. Excuse me. Here's the library. You can check out one game at a time. There's like 1,000 games or so in there. I'm gonna hydrate, folks. Why don't y'all stay hydrated to me? There's a library. Yeah, tons of games. So many good things. So much good stuff there. Majesty was designed by the same person who made Slender. That's right. Yeah, Marc Andre, right? So good. Yeah, Daryl began in. Yeah, Majesty's good. Cypher's, I gave Majesty my nephew when he's all that nice. Right on. It's such a good game. I need to get a copy. I don't have a copy of that. So that's me at the library. Again, fully masked. I really appreciate that St. Louis has a mask mandate, and people were really good about following it. We also played some Quest for El Dorado, an old school, well, not old school, but old school designer Reiner Knizia. It's a deck building / race game. Always a good time. And then here's some more pictures in Miniature Market. This is like the open gaming area where they also have like Magic tournaments and stuff. It's really big, really spacious. They all have game toppers as well and game mats. Yeah, I really enjoyed going to Miniature Market. And there, friends, is the look of a happy man. Right for Miniature Market. I was happy I was able to avoid spending a lot of money and buying a bunch of games that I have no room to carry onto my plane. Um, hey, my first ever St. Louis ribs. This is a place that Lydia recommended called, now I forgot, Daly's Smokehouse. Pretty good stuff, folks. I'm going to tell you my favorite part of this meal. It's funny. So you have the ribs, those are baby back ribs. Underneath that was smoked brisket. On the little container there, I have the mac and cheese. My favorite part, though, those are fried pickles. Those fried pickles, chef's kiss. So good. I'd never had fried pickles before. Loved them. Gotta admit, I did enjoy the meal. Obviously, I love hanging out with Lydia, but the food itself, good. But Nashville, Nashville, I think I have to give that slight edge to Nashville. But this was really good. I enjoyed the ribs. I enjoyed this the smoked brisket, and also I had banana pudding. And this was good banana pudding. But again, I got to give the edge to Nashville. My spot, Edley's out there, so good. Let me see. Oh, here we are. If you can see in the background there, as this is Lydia's car, she's driving. There is this the Arch, St. Louis, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes here. I may or may not have some more photos of the Arch coming up. Let me catch up on comments real quick. Again, thank you all for joining me today. Much appreciated. Daryl, yes, my second favorite barbecue is let me see. Favorite barbecue is Pappy's. One of my Lyft drivers recommended that to me, and I'm going to try to get there tomorrow. That's my thing. Warden, thank you for joining us. Good to see you here. Yeah, I love barbecue. Um, I've heard things about Pappy's. I really want to go there. I just haven't had time, but I'm going to try to get out there on the way out, on the way to Gen Con. GB glad you get out Texas. You know what? Texas barbecue. I've had Texas style barbecue in California. There's one gentleman named Kevin Bledsoe. Uh, Bledsoe's barbecue, the best I've had. It was in California, but he's a Texas man, and he came out from Texas to start here in California. He's been on a couple of Food Network shows, and Bledsoe's is amazing. So I need to go to Texas and try it. Darrell Ranch is my second favorite barbecue. Is Lockhart, Texas. Okay, cool. I did prefer Nashville, St. Louis. Don't like the wet sauce barbecue. It's all about the rub. That I need to try. I need to, and I know it's like Kansas City style as well. But yeah, I'll leave that debate alone for now. I did enjoy it. Um, so this was continuing on Saturday. We ended up going to Pieces. This is a board game cafe here in St. Louis. It was really interesting. The building itself, it's cool. It was like I think a Civil War era building, or like late 1800s, I believe. That the buildings there. It's been multiple things over the years. I don't know what it started as, but it is now a board game cafe, and the staff is wonderful. Great staff. I really love how what they did with the space. They have over 1,000 games. I don't know the exact number, but hey, I got to play Dive. I was so pumped to play this. This is a great game, really unique. And you know who I played it with? Okay, so real quick, Dive. You've got these transparencies, sort of like a Mystic Veil, and you're trying to find one where the shark is, where the turtles are. Got a little push your luck. It's got bidding. Very unique game. Loved it. It was like instant love, and I got to play it with Dwayne and Alicia from Blackboard Gaming. They were part of some of the creators that Stonemaier invited out there, and spent some time with them. Just good folks. These are my people right here. They're just good people. As you can see, I taught them, and Lydia. I don't know where Lydia was in this photo. I think she was in the restroom or something. But um, I taught them Marrakesh, and Daryl B Gaming. You know how much I love Marrakesh. We enjoy. They enjoyed it as well. We had a good time. Marrakesh is a roll and move game. Got a little like area control, area majority to it. A lot of fun. I'm so happy to hang out with Dwayne and Cheryl. Dwayne and Alicia. They're good people. Yeah, happy faces, right? We're in, yeah. Yes, agree. Texas is better. Might be bias. Haven't been. Oh, okay. You were in. Cool. Yeah, James, you're right. Dwayne and Lisa, I love them too. They're just good people, and they're also big foodies. So we connected over that, and I told them if they're ever in California, we will take them on a food tour out here. Daryl says, I'm embarrassed to say I've never played Marrakesh on my wish list. So cool. Yeah, Daryl, I haven't played it either, but I've been trying to get a copy of it for years because I know how it's got a great reputation. And over at Mapleville Cafe, I knew that they carried it, but they're in Vegas, so they're a couple hours away from me. But the other Daryl B. Gaiman, happened to be out there that last summer, and I said, if you're there, if you get a copy, I will Venmo the money to you immediately, and he did. So shout out to Daryl B. Gaiman, and yeah, it's so good. I mean, it's a roll and move game, and I know that's not like it's not the favorite mechanism of a lot of gamers, but it's got enough where it is a great family weight game, and I will always play Marrakesh. Let's continue with the little slideshow. More pictures of Dwayne and Alicia. They're great. This game, this was funny. What was this called? I forgot what this was called. Oh, there it is. Key Quixo. It's basically tic-tac-toe on steroids. This one I played with Lydia. It was fun. It was a lot funner than I thought it would be. You start with all the blocks. It's either X or O. You're either X or O. You start on the edges, and they're all blank. But then you flip one over to either the X or O, whatever your symbol is. You take it off the board, and then you put it in another corner of the board or side on the board where you can slide the pieces. So it's got a little bit of that sliding puzzle to it. A lot more fun than I thought. For an abstract game, I would play again. Very quick game. Okay, let's continue. Oh, here's the backyard at night of the Airbnb I'm staying at. And then we're moving to Sunday. Oh, here's my bed. Oh, so check this out. That's my bed. That's literally how close it is to the roof. It's maybe a foot and a half. So you cannot like jump into bed. You have to like slide in. It's so funny. But there's a little air conditioner right there if it gets too hot. There's like a extension cord. I mean a power strip there, so I can there's a little rail that I can put my phone there and charge it. And the bed is like super comfortable. It was like very very surprised. That being said, it's just made for one person. I mean, two people could fit there, but it's a tight squeeze. Okay, so now let me back up on comments here. Is there another raid? Oh my gosh. Hey, it's like a raid with something. Tony, thank you for joining us. There's been a sort of a raid, I believe. But thank you, Tony and friends who are just joining me. My name's Ruel Gaviola. This is Tabletop Tonight. I am live on the road. I am in St. Louis. I'm not in Southern California right now. This is my Airbnb I'm staying at. I just wanted to hang out and talk to you about what I've been up to. Yesterday, I was at Stonemaier Design Day here in St. Louis. It was amazing. And I'm sharing photos from my weekend. You can see my Airbnb right there. And Brian, thank you for hanging out. Jenathy, thank you for the Ninja Raid. Good to see y'all here. Weirdnin, I'll let you know. Yes, I have hit my head on that roof. I've hit it once, not too hard, but I've hit my hand like several times, like just stretching or whatever. I would hit my hand there. So be careful where you stay in the Airbnbs. So this is from Saturday. Here we are. You can see the arch there on the way to Pieces. And the first game I played was Sensai. This was a tile lane, pretty much an abstract, but it's got a lot of cool set collection scoring, and also sort of like an Azul mechanism where you take like tiles from this board and then you push the others into an adjacent section. Very clever game. I couldn't wrap my head around it for the first couple of minutes because spoiler alert, I was late because I was talking to someone and I got there to the teach late, so I just sort of learned as I went. But designer, really cool guy. I think he might have been from like Colorado. Um, but this was one of the top rated games from the event. I think he was the second highest rated game amongst all the games that were played. I really liked it. There's a couple of things I think I wrote on I don't know if I wrote on a sheet or not because they give you like, some of them give you like feedback sheets. I felt like there was almost like too many scoring elements. It got a little fuzzy in my brain, which was not supposed to score, but you do get like secret missions for yourself. Very clever game. That's Sensai. I don't know if I have a picture of the box. Oh, here it is. Sansui. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, 2 to 5 players, 45 minutes, 75 minutes. It was a midway challenge. Yeah, it's Azul, but on steroids. There's a lot more things going on. And one good thing, though, is that you can sort of like get your turn ready while someone else is playing. I feel like you can, like a lot of us just naturally did that. And the designer commented on that, how he liked that. We were all just sort of like, as the next turns, someone's turn was right before you, you can like plan out your own turn. Hey, Amanda Panda. Yay. Good to see you here. Yeah, Tony, I am on the way to Gen Con. This is my first stop on my trip here in St. Louis for Stonemaier Design Day. I will see you at Gen Con, friend. I will be there Wednesday, and I'll be there for the whole con. I'll be at the doing some live streams for Gen Con TV. I will also be doing some stuff with Ivy Games, and I've got a couple of other things planned as well. But we will definitely see each other there. Panda, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for hanging out. Weirdin says that, yeah, I stayed in bed like that once and kept sitting in my head. Oh yeah, you got to be careful, folks. So this is one of the first game I played at Stonemaier Design Day. Here we are at Pieces, and just silly picture of me. That's the entire cafe was closed. It was a private event for Stonemaier Design Day. It's about 75 of us. The next game I played, what is this? Is this? Yeah, this was. Oh my gosh, what is the name of this game? these guys were super cool, and this game was so close to being. These are the. This is Jason and oh my gosh, I can't see the name. I'm gonna have to zoom in. Jason and I'm sorry, friend. Um, their game Factions. It reminded me of, and if Daryl B. Gaming is still here, it reminded me of Crystal Clans from Plaid Hat, but a better version of Crystal Clans, where you're putting basically tiles and moving your figures around. And it's a combat game, 1v1. It's got like, you're going to spend two different currencies, one to recruit, one to do like use as mana so you can cast spells and stuff. Very, very quick playing game. I only got a quick overview of the first like couple of turns, but they're already in production. That one's going to Kickstarter, and I think they'll do well with that one. I am sorry, I don't remember the company name. It is Faction. You know what? I think they just emailed me. Let me check my email. Wait, can you all see my email? I hope I'm not sharing my email. Okay. But let me see. Hey, it's live streaming, folks. Even in St. Louis, the most professionally run live streaming on Twitch right now. Jason and Peter. Peter and Jason, Factions Battlegrounds. Again, this game is really close. I mean, the prototype, to me, it wasn't even a prototype. This was like a finished game in my book. This was ready to go. I don't think, okay, you can see some of the cards there, and the cards go, you have like different terrains and stuff they have to deal with. Very clever game. I think it's going to be a hit. Tony's also coming on Wednesday. Awesome. Cool. Amanda, did I have fun? Did you have fun? Yeah, I had a great time at Stonemaier Design Day. It was wonderful. I cannot thank Jamie, Joe, and Alex enough for having me out here. The event was it was awesome. It was a day of trying prototypes, but then we also played a bunch of other games too. I actually showed up the night before. I just shared those pictures. Got to hang out with Dwayne and Alicia of Blackboard Gaming. They're wonderful people. And now I'm just sort of sharing what I did on yesterday's design event. This one was my jam. I really like this game. It is, y'all know I love the word games. And this is a game called Knight Rider. So Knight, Knight, Writer, Writer. So Knight Writer. So yeah, pun on Knight Rider, the old 80s show. Of course, I love it. It's a spelling game, and you're just spelling words throughout the game. But at the very last turn, throughout the game, you can take words that you've had on the table and start adding those and mixing them up and making other words. But then the letters that you don't use or you get rid of, they go into like the tableau in the middle, and your opponent can take them. So you're going back and forth this whole time, and then you're trying to do certain words like a noun, a verb, a noun that doesn't use certain letters, or a verb that ends in a certain letter. Very clever. And what you do at the end, it's almost like a Mad Lib. You turn over the adventure and you fill in the blanks with the words that you made, and you get points. There's different victory point values on the types of words you do. I really liked it, and it was like 15 minutes, right in my wheelhouse. A word game, quick and easy, and I really, really enjoyed it. So that was Knight Writer. Okay, so then after that, as you can see here, this was cool. This was really neat. St. Louis, I had no idea like how much of a thriving board game scene they have there. All those games on this shelf here, all designed and developed in St. Louis. Whoops. All these here. So of course you see Stonemaier, but then you see like Greater Than Games, a couple of other companies. All these were in St. Louis, and it's a thriving scene. I was talking to Jamie about this. I was really impressed and actually envious of how cool the scene is out here. Okay, my third and final game. Let me see. So I did 1, 2, 3. No, my fourth and final game was Overflow. It's a really interesting game. This one I want to like more than I did. I think, and we talked to the designer about this. There's a few things that we think could really help this game. But I love this concept of basically these are fountains, and the water flows from the top to the bottom, depending on which ones get filled. And if you have a meeple standing up, you have to connect certain cards to get your meeples to stand up. You can put a meeple on something and cause an overflow. And the overflow is basically the little gems that flow down and you score on your points or your color. But during the game, you can change colors like multiple times because if you change colors, you get more gems and that allows you to score more points. Oh, it was really clever. The only thing was that we played it at 5 players, and he hadn't play tested for 5, only up to 4, and I think it ran a little long at 5. So I think 4 would probably be the best number for that. I liked it. Oh, so anyways, this was Overflow. I gave it a thumbs up, and I just think it needs a little more. I want it to be a little cleaner, as far as like just a little tighter. Like maybe like just take out the 5th player. Just have it at 4. I think it'd be a good game. I like this throughout the pieces. They had like these. Oh, it almost like felt like a museum. Like they had perfection. I remember this game when I was a kid. They just had these on the walls. I thought it was neat. Like they had this one here, Monopoly board, Carcassonne, and of course the R2D2 operation. Look at that. I'm so stoked. See, yeah, it's so cool. Have a good night, James. Good to see you. Appreciate it. Let me see what else we got here. So, pieces was so much fun, and here we are. Hey, here's some pictures of people. Roberto from Sheer Boredom. He's mainly on Instagram. Really nice guy. Sad to say we weren't able to play games together this time, but we did manage to meet, chit chat a little bit. Really nice guy. I'm happy that he was able to go golfing because I know he's an avid ball golfer. And then here we are. Yay. Jamie, Alicia, and Dwayne. This is at the end of the night. We had our dinner outside, and we had I think it was taco bar. Yeah, that's right. It was a taco bar. So, yeah, shout out to Jamie. Super nice guy. And here we are inside the. I really do appreciate how um, safe it felt. Number one, the event was only open to people who were vaccinated. And number two, you had to have the mask the entire time you're inside. The only time you can take it off is if you're eating. And that's the only time. And it felt safe. It was wonderful. Oh, also got to meet Alex Schmidt. Alex, we also had a great conversation. Lydia, and myself, we just talked for a while. Really good conversation, and it was so cool, folks. This is the designer, the co-designer of Red Rising. Super nice guy. I think he handles sales for Stonemaier. Just really sharp and really nice conversation with him as well. Okay, a couple of things I did today. So today's Monday. This was my Monday fun day. Got to do a couple of touristy things. I went to, and again, thanks for hanging out with me, folks. I appreciate you all joining me as I'm live on the road today. Uh, I went to the Budweiser, the Anheuser-Busch factory. I'm not really much of a beer drinker, but it's St. Louis. I had to go to the home of Anheuser-Busch. So I took a little tour, and we did the tour, and here's hops and stuff. Got to see a Clydesdale. The Clydesdales were there, or one team of the many teams of Clydesdales were there. There's the horse. It was so funny. It really felt to me, and someone was on a tour were talking about. It felt like this.
Than on a normal day. But anyhow, about 50 of our Clydesdales are kept out at Grants Farm. That's in St. Louis County, 20 minutes away from here. And then about 100 of our Clydesdales are kept at
beautiful, beautiful horse. Here's inside one of the stables. Some of the old school Bud stuff. Here are the stables. There's Laddie and Bill. Chandelier. And then here is where the magic happens. There are beechwood chips, right, for the beechwood aging process. And according to our tour guide, there's our tour guide. Each barrel holds up to, I think it was like 1 million beers. I forget the number of gallons, but it was like it was crazy. That's inside the factory, the brewery, um, Anheuser-Busch. Oh boy, thank you for hanging out with me, folks. I really appreciate it. Here I am at the Budweiser. So this is like the bottling plant where they actually bottle and label everything. Um, this was very zen-like to me. I know Michelle would appreciate this. I like just all the Budweiser bottles. You can see there's one worker there. These are all the bottles they're getting ready to be processed. Right? They've already been filled. I think they're going to get labeled at this point. Y'all remember that show with Laverne and Shirley? This reminded me of Laverne and Shirley. All right. What else do I got here? Here I am. Hey, at the end of the tour, free beer. So one of the brands they had was Golden Road. So I had to get the Golden Road Mango Cart. It's a mango flavored beer. Golden Road started in LA. So of course I had to pick the LA. They eventually got bought out by Budweiser. But yay, Golden Road. Yay, LA. Go Dodgers. Let's see. Oh, they also gave everyone one of these Michelob Ultras. This was a day fresh beer. So this beer was actually made, I believe, yesterday or was finished today. It hadn't even been pasteurized yet. So they told you have to put it in the refrigerator for, I don't know if it was like a few hours until it's cold. Then it's like been pasteurized basically. So the freshest beer you can get. Well, unless you get it straight from the tap, I guess. There's a horse, a Budweiser or Clydesdale. And there's the Arch. I took from the Anheuser-Busch tour. I had to go see the Arch, folks. It was incredible. 630 feet high, I believe it is. Here we are here. Yay, Arch. It's actually, I didn't know this. It's a national park. Like there's a park. There's a huge, beautiful area. I went inside, and then what I did was I took a tram right up to the top. I didn't even know you could do this until I started researching this thing. So you go in this like little pod. It's like this space age pod, and it's like almost like a Ferris wheel that you're going up, like an elevator / Ferris wheel. Very cool. Definitely not for the claustrophobic, because it's tiny. It seats 5. I was like, man, it would be cramped with 5. But luckily, I was by myself. It's a Monday, is a little slower, so there was a bunch of families and then me, and I was like, I got my own pod. I'm like, yes. So yeah, you just go all the way to the top, and then once you're at the top, you have to climb these stairs, and then here we are. 630 feet. I'm at the top. Yay. And what you do is they have these like little windows. They have like little facts and stuff. Then you just look at those little windows, and that's where you can see outside. So this is the top of the Arch here. Yeah, just a bunch of photos. I took it downtown. There's the Capitol building. I thought this was a cool shot here. Let me show you this one right here. Yeah, if you can see, that's Busch Stadium right there, where the St. Louis Cardinals play. Boo, Cardinals, go Dodgers. But just gorgeous views. And on this side is, the other side is the Mississippi. I've never seen the Mississippi. There it is. Yay. USA, USA. Yeah. Oh, here's a closer look at one of the, at the pod. So it would be you and 4 other people. I got my own, thankfully. Oh, there's a card for it in parks, only 2 points. Oh, it's America's smallest national park. I've earned 2 points. Thank you, Argus. Thank you, Slackfish and GB Glazer. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. It's a gift store and so forth. This is what the pod. Oh, they have one from the outside here. That's what it looks like. It's not the restroom. This is actually the pod where you go in, go up to the top. So here I am there. And I went outside just to take a closer look. It's impressive, folks. Totally worth going to. Here I am at the bottom. That's the bottom of the base. And then Michelle and I try to do funny pictures with these monuments. So I always try to do like funny things like this. Look, it's a broken halo. But yeah. And then after the arch, we just my Lyft driver drove me to Antonino's. The first time I ever had toasted raviolis, and they were so good. They were delicious, wonderful. I also had their lasagna, very good lasagna. I finished maybe a quarter of it. I was so full. And I think that's it. Yeah, Antonino's Taverna. They have a neighborhood called The Hill out here. That's the Italian neighborhood. But, anyways, that's it, friends. Daryl says, "Don't try St. Louis style pizza." I haven't tried pizza, and I heard the same thing, Daryl. Yeah. Joel, hey Joel, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, checking out the pictures. It's a slideshow, folks. Toasted ravioli, miss those. Yeah. It's like this crapped elevator doubles as the restroom. Folks, that's it. I just want to jump on, say hello, and let you know I'm in St. Louis. Stonemaier Design Day was a big hit. Thanks to Jamie, Joe, and Alex, and everyone there for a wonderful time. I'll be on the road again real soon. Next time, I'm going to be reporting from Gen Con. Looking forward to it. Again, it's a little nervous just because of the pandemic, but hopefully everything will go okay. We're going to be safe. We're going to be doing high five or virtual high fives. We're not going to be like, maybe a fist bump. I don't know, but be wearing masks and everything. Daryl, thanks. Rest up and be safe. Thank you, Daryl. I'll see you out there, my friend. Yes, Gen Con Woos. Thank you, Joe. Really appreciate it, Joel. Yeah, stay safe. Thanks, Wordin. Friends, appreciate it. Let's see if we can raid someone. Where's the rating? Hope I can raid someone from St. Louis. Who is live right now? Let's see, raid. I want to thank you all again for hanging out with me. This has been fun. Let's raid. Let's raid Rolling with Rock. He is celebrating his 1-year anniversary as a Twitch streamer. So we're going to raid Rolling with Rock. And I will see you all again from Gen Con. All right? Take care, everybody. Thank you so much. And have a great night. Bye. I hope I did this right. I don't know if I did.